just to be down in this world, man. Go on, brother, read that.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Yeah, they persecuted him 2,000 years ago. So eventually we're going to be persecuted. And we welcome them to persecute us because that simply means that they're at the end and we're going to transition to our beginning. And then it's going to be remembered on what we decided to do. We decided to be persecuted for righteousness' sake, for the sake of our power. And the Most High is going to remember that and reward us according to what we've done. Tell you what, brother, hold what you got. Get me Matthew, the 5th chapter, verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake. I believe it's start with verse 1. And that's what this world is all about. This world is all about making you a warped individual. Someone that doesn't know any truth whatsoever, and because you don't know the truth or know any form of righteousness, you just become a beast, an animal. That's what this world is all about. And when you come into this truth, you become an outsider looking in, and you see what this world can turn you into. And it's not good. Go on, brother.
This is Matthew 5 and 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the reward of it. That's why we're gonna want to welcome, or we welcome them to persecute us, so that we can receive our reward in heaven of the Most High. Okay? Because you doing what you're doing in this world, putting your life on the line for this world, it's going to be to no avail. It's going to be to nothing. All it's going to lead to is you dying and being put to the fucking grave. That's all it's going to lead up to. Just like the majority of our own people, they're going to be destroyed. They're going to be put to the grave. You see, they want to rap. They want to get involved in this rap music business, which is run by the so-called Jews. Which the so-called Jews don't give a flying shit about this, right? Using you to make your entire nation as an embarrassment.
It's lucky.
Go on, brother. Speak.
Yeah, to make you a degenerate. See, that's what Esau promotes. Esau promotes our people to be degenerate.
Yeah.
You know, whatever they see on the TV, they just follow.
Yeah.
You know.
Because all of these rappers today, they're all degenerates, making more degenerates. That's all they are. To promote the idea, and you getting drugged up, get on PCP, smoke weed, and do all this other stuff to get your mind warped. Because see, a destroyed person in the mind is no threat. You understand what I'm saying? So in order for them to keep people in a lower condition, let's just promote the idea of get them on drugs. Make it seem cool to commit adultery. Go on, brother. But see, when you come to this truth, you become a threat. Because now you're able to see every single thing as to what's going on out there. All right? And they don't want you to see everything. The day that I'm talking about is these so-called white people at the very top that run this world. They don't want you to see what they're doing. And they don't want to be judged according to the scriptures. And that's why they promote the idea of you being a damn degenerate, man. Because the more of a degenerate you become, hey, the better they can sleep with at night. So while you're destroyed, they're good. Go on, bro.
Jeremiah 2 and 21. Yet I planted thee a noble vine.
Right.
Wally, a right seed.
Yeah, because the Lord made us to be a holy people. The Most High didn't create us to just be niggas out here. Smoking weed and talking shit all day and just being a niggard, man. That's really the real word. The real word is niggard, which means a low, trifling person. The Lord didn't create us to do that. The Most High made us to be outstanding, good citizens in His eyes. You know? And I mean, I know the world we live in is not a perfect world. We live in a jacked up world which leads us to doing things that we shouldn't be doing. But I mean, come on, man. Like there's a time and a place for everything, man. There was a time and a place for us to be like that. Now is a time and a place for us to get awakened and to get serious with the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. But and right about now, because when we was coming up, we didn't really have that. We didn't live in an informational age like that. Now we live in an age where you can get all kind of information. You can learn about who you are. You could become a better human being. So there's really no excuse as to why. There's no excuse as to why you can't be better in this day and age. Because we already know the ins and outs of if we do wrong or get involved with some kind of drugs, what that can do to us. We already know all that. There's books and matter of fact, you don't even gotta go to a library. All you gotta do is go on the internet.
Right.
If you wanna be a better person, you could just go on the internet and knock yourself out, man. And on top of that, you got this truth, which builds you up to a whole entire level. So instead of standing on the street corner all day being a bunch of niggas, man, we ain't got time for that, man. Okay, you ain't gotta be that person. You could be a different person.
See, but so like,
Wrong, bro.
but see, in the eyes of the world, it's cool to be a fool. That's why it says in Ecclesiastes 9, folly is set in
Great dignity.
Great dignity.
Yeah.
Because Esau pushes folly, X Factor,
Yeah.
Sembo, this music. You can't even hear what they're saying. You know? Madness,
I don't understand what
man.
they're talking about, man. I don't even understand what they're talking about. I don't get it. Now, I mean, you know, hey, you know, I used to listen to rap music, but it had some kind of meaning when I was listening to it, man.
Oh, yeah.
Not this modern day. I mean, you can't really call it rap. It's just, I don't know what it is.
I call it mumbo
Mumbo
rap.
jumbo.
Because music used to have substance. It used to have
Yeah.
a meaning
Yeah.
to it. Now music don't have a meaning. And even in the 80s, what was it about Jake and the woman, love songs, them building a family?
It was called soul music.
Soul music.
Before R&B or rare groove.
Yeah.
That's our era, isn't it? Yeah.
Until
rare
the
groove.
90s came. And what was that promoting?
That gangster shit.
Gangsters, NWA, niggas with attitude.
Yeah.
All that. They were pushing degeneracy.
Yeah.
You know, Snoop Dogg, smoking weed.
Yeah.
The Chronic, Dr. Dre, the Chronic.
Oh, yeah.
So this is what Esau pushes on our people.
Yeah.
Pays off all these entertainers to blind your eyes and to make you want to be like them.
Yeah, because the thing with these entertainers, or before they become entertainers, they go into the music business. And, you know, and the entertainer, you got to understand, the entertainer's coming from a predicament where he wants to get out the hood.
Yeah.
He don't know the ins and outs of the game that these so-called Jews are playing in. Right?
Fucking wicked game, man.
But what's happening is he's being used as a tool to degenerate our people, so that our people can get hip to that spell of being a thug, being a hoodlum, being a gangster, and in that way they can destroy each other. Because that's the whole goal here. The whole goal is to make sure that these people are destroyed. Once we can keep these people destroyed, we can have them enslaved forever. That's how you enslave people. Like you said, brother, promote being a degenerate as being cool. Once you can get the young people to be hip to being a degenerate as being cool, you can rule over them. All right, you can rule over them. Now, if you make weed smoking is cool, or you know, getting into Percocets, all kind of drugs, and you make that seem that as being cool, guess what's gonna happen? The young people, they're gonna wind up destroying themselves, and that generation is going to be easily manipulated because they're already destroyed in the mind. They're already fucked up in the mind, man, because of them drugs. That's how you rule over people, and that's how Esau has continued to do what he's been doing. Even when you're dealing with the medical industry. The medical industry, they don't care about healing you. They give you these drugs, and it's not to actually get rid of the problem you have, but it's to, you know, to stimulate it.
Yeah.
Like it's going away, but it's not going away. And that's why you have people on YouTube, if they were to say, like, for example, Dr. Sabi, he's actually came out and said he cured people of cancer. Man, they put his ass to death.
AIDS and cancer.
Yeah, because what they want is they want people to be sick. That's how you keep the money. You keep people sick, you can continue making money. And that's an evil, wicked way on how to rule the planet, man. By ruling the people, by making them sick. That's wicked as hell, man.
Yeah.
But that's how the music business make their money too. They promote sickness. They promote you to be sick so that you can continue to buy their albums. And also, if you want to be a musician, they can manipulate you and give you all kind of money and do all kind of shit to you. But you can't do nothing about it because you're strung on the drugs. The same industry that promoted you to be on drugs, you go to that same industry looking for a change, they're not going to take you seriously because they can look at you and already see that you've been transitioned to be exactly the way they wanted you to be. You see? That's what makes a man strong, is that he has his mind together. He
Right.
has his wits about him.
Yep.
Not this drugs and gangsterism.
Yep.
That's not what makes a man strong.
Right.
All right, because the real gangsters are already here. The real gangsters have already taken over the world. The real gangsters are enslaved our people.
Yeah.
And they got us saying, oh, you can't say nothing about it. That's who the real gangsters are. The real,
Yeah.
because I mean, if you a gangster, you run your street. A real gangster runs the environment or the streets. But if you ain't running no street, you can't call yourself a gangster, man.
Yeah, so it's a luck guy.
Go on,
These
bro.
guys, look, they talk about run the hood. They don't even run their own house.
They don't
Talk
exactly.
about run the street.
Yeah.
Esau owns all of that.
Yeah,
You know? And real gangsters, they're hidden. They don't want to be seen.
exactly,
The
man.
Rough- You don't see Rothschilds on BBC News.
Exactly.
One account I've seen it. And even then, he didn't really want to be seen.
Right.
You know, so it's rare. True gangsters, they don't need to boast.
Exactly. Because they already got the whole damn thing over. You know, and when the kingdom of heaven is set up, we gonna be gangsters too. But on the right hand side. Because a gangster runs things. They literally run things. They don't just say they gangsters and they don't run shit. They
Right.
literally run shit.
Yeah.
And they don't have to boast about it. They don't have to act about it.
Yep.
They are it. You see? So all of this gangbanging promotion, all of this gangsterism, all they doing, man, to our people with this media is they're just creating degenerates so that they can kill themselves. That's all it is. It ain't got nothing to do with no gangster.
Wicked,
They don't even
bro.
know, they couldn't even spell the term gangster. No one could, you know what I'm saying? Like, not much people can spell the term or even know the definition of it. They saying, come on, dog, give me a break. Come on.
Back to, where was that? So like I'm a bit amped up in the spirit, just seeing
Not
this,
because
man,
you
seeing this,
see these niggas over there.
yeah, the
man.
state of our people. You know, and it's a blessing we got this trip, because I ain't gonna lie, I was doing that as well.
Yeah, I was down with that
I
world
was
too.
smoking, I was doing all of that.
Huh.
You know, but now I've woken up and I know the better way.
Yeah.
Right, brother.
You know?
Huh. That's right. Yeah, because I used to be down with those guys as well, man. But you know what? And it's a beautiful thing to be down with that world, because you get to learn and see what's going on with Jake.
Right.
And in that way you can speak about it.
Right.
And you know, and specify why it's problematic to live like that. That ain't the right way to live, man. And then you got these, and then they walking around amongst these devils and still giving these devils the impression that, oh, see, look at these niggas.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And that's just the thing with our people. They gotta start changing their presentation. But they gonna change their presentation, all right. When the Lord gets to whooping that ass, then they'll come back and they'll change their presentation. Go on, brother, because it don't look good, man. They think it's a good look. They think it's sexy. It's cute. That shit ain't sexy and cute, bro. You look like a fucking clown, man. A degenerate at that. Put it that way. Go on, bro.
Read that again. This Jeremiah 2:21. Yet I planted thee, a noble
Right,
vine.
the Most High made us to be a noble people,
Right.
a pure and clean, holy people. Not to be a bunch of niggas walking around smoking weed, sitting down in the park smoking weed. Well, I gotta smell that shit. I shouldn't have to smell no goddamn weed.
That's right, brother.
And the Most High didn't give us weed to smoke. The Most High gave us the plant so that we can use it for our own benefit as a medicine. Okay? Shouldn't be smoking anything, man. Anybody that's smoking, they're a bunch of niggas, man. Because you got Edomite niggas too. But hey, I'm just dealing with Jake right now, man. Because sometimes when you see these niggas, man, you really deep down, you really want to do something to them. Really want to do something to them, but at the same time, you got to understand where they coming from too. Because, go on, bro, you
I
want to
do,
say
because
something.
I was in that position, so I understand. You know, and it's all balanced, because the scriptures say in Nahum, the Lord is long suffering, full of compassion, and slow to anger.
Yep.
So that's the same attributes we gotta have
Yep.
when we see these niggas, because we were once in that state.
Yep.
You know.
That's right, you know, and that's just the thing. Like, you really want to just smack these niggas up to actually see the picture. You know what I mean? But you can't really do nothing about it. But like I said, man, ultimately our people, they gonna be all right. They just gonna have to die here and come back and get all over again, man. Anyway, let's read that, brother.
Yet I planted thee a noble vine, worthy a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant?
Yeah, look up that word degenerate, brother.
I haven't got.
Oh, yeah, you
I ain't
don't got the app.
Internet access.
Come
Degenerate. No, it's
I wanna-
reprobate, void of judgment.
Yeah, I want to actually get the meaning of it in the Hebrew. I know, we all know what the word means.
This is for edification.
Yeah. I tell you what, bro, I'll let you use my phone instead. I got that app already. Let me change my phone for something. Because I got it on 2 minutes. Just thought about it at this point. Get it, you got it.
Okay.
You know your internet, is it with Sky?
Again?
Are you with Sky?
I'm with EE.
EE? Is that new?
No, they've had that for 1 year.
Is it a good deal? Because I'm thinking of being online.
You see, when you're going, I've had it for years. So because I was on a different contract years ago, it's a different price. When you sign it, you might get a better deal.
Yeah.
Or it might be a little more expensive. You don't know. You have to check it.
Because, I mean, you know, one would think it's 2020 and we live in the age of information. You would think that ones of our people would come out of that niggard mentality, but they still gravitate to that mentality, man. They still listen to these dumb, stupid rappers that ain't doing them no good, ain't telling them nothing, right? And they want to hold on to that image of being a goddamn degenerate in the cloud. And they don't gotta do all of that. They don't have to. You see? But like I said, the Lord is gonna get them the rough way, man. They wanted the rough way, the Lord is gonna give them the rough way. Straight like that, man.
How do I get this?
What you do is you go to, what you do is you press the number of the verse, and you go to interliner. Oh, it doesn't, yeah, because my internet's going for
But do you want me to check it
It's
up?
not coming
You
out.
want me to check it up?
Huh?
You want me to check
Yeah,
it up?
you can, bro.
Degenerate.
You
Go to the blue area. You want to give me the verse? You want to give me the verse? And then...
It's Jeremiah 2 and 21.
Okay, Jeremiah 2:21.
I'll read that again.
Okay, go on, bro.
Jeremiah 2 and 21. Yet I planted thee a noble vine, worthy and a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine
Yeah, so we're going to look up the word degenerate.
unto me? Yeah, because that life is, look, it's 2020. Is that right for Jeremy?
Yeah, go
It's
on.
2020. That's played out. All that gang stuff, smoking weed, being out in the streets playing dominoes, talking shit. That's played out.
Done, man.
We're in a new time now. We're in a time of knowledge, when knowledge is increasing.
Yep.
It's the time to what? Get your mind right.
Yep.
You know? We have to start somewhere.
That's the time we're living in. To better oneself. That's really what it is. That's the new cool now. The new cool is to better yourself, not to be out here smoking no goddamn weed, man. Where people can smell the weed you smoking. Man, done away with that bullshit, bro. Run that, man. Put that to the side. Because that's not helping nobody. That's not helping the brother that's next to you. That's not helping your family members. It ain't helping your wife and your children if you got that. All it's doing is bringing you down lower to a lower level of yourself, man. That's all it is. And that's what the society promotes. It promotes you to be on your lower self rather than your higher self. Simply so that they can rule over you more effectively. Go on, brother.
Another precept. This is Proverbs 4 and 14. 13. Take fast hold of instruction. Let not her go. Keep her, for she is thy life.
Right.
Enter not in the path of the wicked.
And you know why they got up out of their chair? Because they knew he was talking about them, man.
You're feeling that heat.
Right. So they got out of the kitchen.
Enter not in the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men.
Right. Go not in the way of evil men, man. So just because you see a multitude of men that are doing evil and it's cool, you ain't supposed to be doing that, man. If your conscience is telling you that that's wrong as to what these people are doing, you ain't supposed to be doing that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we live in a time, like I said, like when we was coming up, I mean, the internet was still there in the midst, but it wasn't as great as it is right now. We didn't have the phones in it as we do, where we could go on the internet on our phones. We didn't have that. Knowledge wasn't just open unto us like that. But now we live in that age, like you said, brother, the age of information, where you can better yourself. There's no space for being ignorant. You even got the Israelites. You got the people that's in the Kemetic community, even though they going off, but they don't tell you certain things you can get on, man. All right, you got people that's talking about getting into a plant-based diet and what is it? How to heal your body. Like if you have a weak immune system, you can go on YouTube on that. If you want to build your brain power, you can go on YouTube on that, or go on Google on that. See, there's no space for ignorance. There's no space of being a degenerate. Now, people want to be degenerates. It's really because they want to be degenerates.
Yeah.
And they don't want to change. Go on, brother.
Enter not in the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men.
But enter not in the path of the wicked. So you don't have to watch the media. You don't have to watch BET or whatever they put out there on TV. I don't watch TV. You don't have to listen to all of these cats that they put on the they declare you that they declare to you as being celebrities. You don't have to listen to them. Hell, if you want, you could actually go in and research how these celebrities became celebrities, and what's the intention of the music business and whatever business these celebrities are in. You can research that, and what you'll come to find out, they all have something in common. They're all a bunch of satanic masons floating around the place that's doing the bidding of the powers that be, which are satanic themselves, and their agenda is to destroy you. That's what you'll find out. And then once you find that out, then you don't watch TV. Then you don't have to be, again, a degenerate. Because that's why you became a degenerate from the get. Because of this media bullshit. The powers that be, which are satanic. And the beautiful thing about this day and age is, like, you got people people can set up a YouTube account and they can publish their information to help you out. There may be information you never knew about before. You can watch their videos. Now, you may not agree with every single thing that they're saying, but you can take a couple of things from what the guy is saying and apply it to your life, and you can see changes in your life. That's the beautiful time we're living in. We're living in a time where you don't have to be down and out. You can pick and choose to be who you want to be, to the best of your ability. And really, it's not you picking and choosing, because the Lord does the choosing, right? But you know what I'm saying, man.
Can I just try
Go on, bro.
Be that change you want to see. You
Yeah.
gotta be that change you want to see.
Yeah.
And it's a protest, because if you've been smoking for 10, 15 years, obviously you're not gonna stop in a
Just
day.
right there. Yep.
But you need to pray. You need to work upon these things, and the Lord will. If you really want it, if you have faith, then you'll stop.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Exactly. Because we're in the flesh, man, and it's hard to change the flesh. But if you really believe in that, you can change it. And you ain't never gonna see me walk around, hanging around these niggards out here, man, running up the hydra, as they say, right? You're not gonna see me doing that, because that's not required of the Most High, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And it's not a good look anyway. It don't look good. Go on, bro.
Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and
Right.
pass away.
Turn from it and pass away. Turn from your wicked ways and pass from it, man. Don't follow the path of the wicked that they have set before you. But you know what? You know what's sad though? Many there be that go by, because that gate is wide, man. Matthew's the 7th chapter, brother. You know where to get that. Because I'm quite confident you do. So yeah.
What now? This is Matthew 7 and 13. Enter ye in the straight gate,
Yeah.
for wide is the gate, and broad is the way
Come on.
that leadeth to destruction.
Right, but broad is the gate that leadeth to destruction, man. So, I mean, yeah, it's difficult to change your ways depending on what you want to change, and really to repent. But you got to pray to the Lord, man,
That's right.
to give you the mind, to give you the might and strength
It's the only way.
to change. Because we know ultimately after you change your way, especially when you come back to the Heavenly Father, there's going to be a positive reward out of that.
Wow.
But you being the way, Jake being the way that they are right now, it's not going to change. And think about it, man. Heritage, you got our people out here that are young. They're destroyed, right? They're smoking weed and all of this other stuff. And these are the same individuals that are protesting under the guise of Black Lives Matter, looking for a change. You can't, listen, bro. If you smoking weed and you on some kind of drugs that can harm your body, how are you going to change the world when you yourself is destroying your body, man? It can't work. Because if you put somebody to in power that's sick in the mind, that's purposely making themselves sick, and they're asking for change or to change the world is going to be more destroyed than how he is. So in order, if you want real change, first and foremost, you have to change who you are for the betterment. And then now we talking. The change you talking about, you could talk about it. Because you changed yourself. Cute little thing, ain't you?
Give me some peanuts out.
Boy, he must have smelled them nuts, boy. Go on with it.
Yeah. For wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
Right. Wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And that's where the majority of our people are at. They're going through that broad gate, which is going to lead them to their demise. Because their enemy, who they love so dearly, who they follow so dearly also, who they just now finding out that he is his enemy, or, excuse me, that they are their enemy, they're going to be destroyed right along with him. Because they don't want to transition themselves or change themselves after the matter of the Most High. Go on, bro.
And many there be which go in thereat, because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life.
Right, and narrow is the way, straight is the gate, which leadeth unto life. And that's something that most people don't want to do. Most people don't want to walk the path of the straight gate.
Difficulty.
Yeah, that's difficult. As it's
See,
saying,
they know who to trust, you know.
right? Which the word straight means a position of difficulty. A lot of people don't want to
Not
start
so Esau would have tried to kill it and
That's where the
kick
change
it out.
comes
So
in.
we wouldn't go up to Esau.
Become adapted to that.
It's lucky.
To that difficulty. Hey brother, you gotta let that squirrel go, man.
You love the nature, innit?
Yeah, it's lucky, bro.
Hey, if it comes around and you can kind of carry with it.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, man. Let's read that again, brother.
Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way,
Come.
which leadeth unto life.
Right, which leadeth unto life. So yeah, it's difficult. And really, when you come into this truth and you've been in it for a certain period of time, you become used to it, man. It becomes second to none, second to nature, and then you become immune to it. But guess what? At the end of rough, there's that reward. There's that great reward. Go on, brother.
And few be there
It's lucky, man.
and few
To get that
there
bit.
be that find it.
Right, and few there be that find it, man. So there's going to be a lot of them in the kingdom.
Yeah.
'Cause every once in a while, you see like 1 or 2 or 3 of them, but in the kingdom, you're going to see a whole lot of them.
Yeah. With the lockdown, a lot of them came. Brother Elder Malcolm, I broke it down. Even with the little lockdown we had, some are coming in the open, and the pollution's cleared up. A lot of pollution. When he broke it down with statistics, pollution's in China and all them places because of the lockdown. So that means to say that this Esau has to go, man.
It's got to go.
You know?
Once he goes, then everything is going to rejoice. And it says it in the scriptures too. That even the trees are going to rejoice. No fellas come up against him. Keep going, bro.
Back to our Proverbs 1 and 10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
Right, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. And the thing with us, we growing up as teenagers, so-called teenagers, right?
That bit, I'm glad I got that bit. He went up on the slack.
You have this thing called peer pressure.
Yeah.
Where you have to do what the other people are doing. Right? And we did that. Just so we can, be at peace with, within ourselves and with the people that we're surrounding ourselves by. But how we were taught this when we were kids, being that we have the spirit that's on us right now, we would have kind of changed our ways. But I mean, I really can't say what if, I don't know. Maybe we would have still been niggas, I don't know. But what I do know is as we can go back to, when we were in that world dealing with these people, we can now turn back the hands of time in our mind, not literally, right? And realize that us being around these people, it didn't serve a greater good. It wasn't to no benefit. You see? Because when you're around degenerates, you become degenerate yourself.
That's right.
You start doing degenerative things. And you start to think to yourself, damn, why did I do that for? Yeah, because you hanging around degenerates. And then everything that your parents told you goes out the door. And that's why these schools don't do nothing to your kids. Hell, we're an example of that. Schools didn't make us become better. Really what the schools did has given us a way to become degenerates. That's all it did. But we've turned from that, and now look at us. We walk in the right walk the Most High wants us to walk. Go on, brother.
Verse 11, if they say, come with us, let us lie in wait for blood.
Right.
Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause.
Right.
Let us swallow them up alive as the grave. and whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil.
If you want, brother, you could break it down, man.
So this is going into Jake, you know, saying, come with us, let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause, robberies. Especially Benjamin. Benjamin's known for what? Being in groups, you know, doing robberies.
Like
you know?
Pack of wolves, isn't it?
Yeah, pack of wolves. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down into the pit. So what's this going into? Taking what don't belong to you, covetousness, stealing, robbing, committing adultery, murdering. We shall find all precious substance. We shall fill our houses with spoil. We shall fill our houses with spoil. So this is what these nations, this is what our people do. You know, they seek, and this really ties into what? Covetousness. You know, taking what don't belong to you. This is what our people do. Cast in thy lot among us. Let us all have one purse. So that's the mindset of, if you know anything about Benjamin, they'll say, yeah, we all share, we all divide what we've took. So this is the mindset of our people, and this is promoted in the music industry. What do you hear in these songs? The Tupac, I F'd your wife, you fat so-and-so.
Right.
All this different adultery is promoted. That song, Mrs. Jones, promoting adultery. This is what our people promote, wickedness. Killing each other, robbing each other, sleeping with each other's wives. And this is why our people need the scriptures. About 2/3 of our nation, they're going to wake up to this truth.
And the reason why they talking that talk, because who are they under? They under the influence of this world, this satanic system, which promotes all of that, debauchery. That's all it is. You know? And then at the same time, got the world looking at this crazy like we all on that. I'm not on that. I don't subscribe to that at all. And it goes back to what my man was saying, Michael Holden. He was saying the dehumanization of the black man, which he's correct on that. Okay? Because this is what the music does. This is what the rap music has done to our people. It's dehumanized us. It has made us subscribe to what they were talking about, what they were rapping about.
Yeah.
You know, you just had these young guys, right, that came, they already came before you brothers came, sitting down in that chair smoking weed, man. Smoking weed like they were cool or something like that. When pretty much they were a bunch of degenerates, or showing themselves to be a bunch of degenerates. And pretty much that's what they were doing. You see, and it just perpetuates that stereotype. Because they simply don't want to change. They want to gravitate to the music side of things. They want to perpetuate that stereotype of being niggas, as what Esau's put out there for them to be. Like when you listen to a lot of these rap songs, like the brother was going into, they talk about adultery, they talk about killing each other and all of this other stuff. And now you have other rappers doing the same thing, time in and time out, because that's what's cool in the industry. That's what they've been perpetuating in the industry, on your television and all of that. Go on, brother.
It's verse 50. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path.
Right, refrain thy foot from their path. And we've all had friends that were in that nigga state. And we've departed from them because we saw a better way. We saw a better life. And will we ever go back to that way of life? Hell no. Because we know that that's the way down. We trying to come up. Well, we ain't trying to, we coming up. So if I'm coming up or we coming up, I'm not going to go back down with them. Oh no. Oh no, sorry. Go on, brother, read that.
Refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil.
Right, and their feet run to evil. They bring bad time. That's what the word evil means. The word